To today's merchant tokens project update. I want to apologize for last week missing the AMA. I was not feeling well and I just didn't feel it was the best thing for me to do the live stream. We are planning for next week to be releasing the website. So I will either try to do an AMA in between today's and next week's, or the week after I will do the AMA after we have released the website. So bear with us, and once again apologize for the delay on the website. On that note, I want to today I will be showcasing you some of the progress that we have done today. It's not going to be a lot. I will actually be going through a video that we have recorded of the merchant wallet so that you can actually see the merchant wallet, where are we at with the merchant wallet. But before we jump into that, I want to actually discuss the overall project a bit more in details, going through the new roadmap, and most importantly on what are we working right now and why we are focusing so much into the development, and what do you have to expect from merchant token in the future. So without any further ado, let's just jump straight away into that. So we have here the sorry, 2 seconds. Perfect. So what we have here is the roadmap. This is the roadmap as it will come. We have the tier, which is basically the MVP, which was the stages where we were before the first stage of the release. Then we have Heimdall, which is basically the stage where we are right now. And then we have another 5 stages coming up, with the early alpha stage coming too, and another early alpha with extended functionalities coming. All of these coming at the end of 2022. Then we have 2023 coming with the test network of MTO already, and then the release candidate in 2024. And again in 2024, basically we should see the whole system coming. Please bear in mind that delays are to be expected with any roadmaps, even though we're doing our best to get everything done and everything released as soon as possible. But what I want to focus on right now is what we are actually working on right now. And this is kind of like a diagram that will give you an idea of what MTO or what merchant token actually is. You can see a lot of lines here. I will go and review them one by one to kind of like give you a bit more sense on what is coming. But kind of like, because it could be like a mess. It seems a lot, but it is not. So we have here the merchant token blockchain, which will be at the base of everything. And this is a very important part, and something really important that you as a token holder need to understand. The reason why we need to build our own blockchain is because we need to make sure that every single transaction that passes through the protocol and what we're building, our ecosystem, will pass through the merchant token blockchain. Because if it passes through the merchant token blockchain, that means that we are actually charging gas fees. Gas fees include, and also passing through there, it means more volume, which means also more profit for our token holders. So the more tokens you hold, the more profits you should, technically speaking, have. Once again, I cannot, we cannot do price predictions here. But what I'm actually trying to explain to you is that what we're focusing on is to make sure that our token holders are having as much profit as possible. And that's the reason why the blockchain is so important. Then, on top of the blockchain, we will have 2 things that are going to be ours, that are going to be part of the ecosystem. And bear in mind that this is what I'm showing you right now here is the white paper, basically. So this is what the white paper is about. However, because the ICO allow us to raise more funds that we needed to complete this white paper, the idea on the white paper is giving us a lot more stability for us to keep moving forward without like Bitcoin just drop in price like over 10K in less than a month. To give you an example, we don't care in that sense. It doesn't affect us on the development of the project. Of course, we would love for the price to be higher, 100%, so that you are happy and we are happy too. But that doesn't mean that the price dropping affects the development of the project. And then with today's video, I'm actually going to show you how much we have evolved on that sense. But what I want to show you here is that you can see we have a merchant wallet, a protocol, and then we have as well smart contracts. So what is really interesting or important here to notice is the protocol, or MPGW, which is basically the consumer protection that we're going to be offering. A merchant wallet, and then the smart contract. So the protocol can work on its own with external wallets and as well directly with merchants, as long as it passes through the blockchain, so MTO. So what that means with this is that, for instance, a merchant can integrate an API that will live on their website and will give consumer protection using crypto payments to their customers, but as long as that payment passes through the blockchain. Why is that? Because we will be allowing also Bitcoin payments. We will also be allowing Ethereum payments. We'll be allowing basically any contract out there, any token out there that want to use us as a payment. They will just need to create a bridge. They will need to create a smart contract, and then they just need to bridge it to our blockchain, and we will be able to make payments. And they can use our consumer protection. Really important to see is that you can use an external wallet like MetaMask and Trust Wallet. Again, the idea is for us to be broad and try to get as many people as possible, as many consumers and as many merchants for us to use it. And we will aim to the merchants. We are aiming to get as many merchants as possible, because the more merchants you have, the more consumers you have. And then once the ball is rolling, you can get to pick even more people will join the project in the tokens holder side, but also in the consumer side. The wallet. Why are we working on a wallet? Well, the most important thing that you need to understand is that we are trying to make the payment system as seamless as possible. So you will be able to have merchant wallets running on the merchant protocol that will run on the merchant blockchain. And what is important to see here is that everything will be fine-tuned so that there will be no problems whatsoever, and they will give the best experience to the customers and to the merchants. That doesn't mean that single thing doesn't work on its own, as long as it passes through the blockchain. So technically speaking, you will be able to even use payments directly to the merchants using the wallet, skipping the protocol. And I want to clarify something here. We are not going to allow merchants not to use the protocol. So that will be mandatory, because the whole point of this is giving consumer protection. But we are allowing consumers to make payments to merchants directly through the wallet, skipping the consumer protection part. So if you don't want to be protected, then that's your decision. So that's, you are taking the risk, but the payment will always be processed through the merchant token blockchain. And this is what is extremely important, because again, you can process any payment that you want. You as a token holder, because I'm assuming here, I know right now there are no consumers here. We only have tokens holders. So what is important for you is that the amount of people that we have will make payments. It doesn't matter if it's merchant token or Ethereum or Bitcoin. As long as it passes through MTO, it will pay on the gas fees as well. Of course, if they add the protocol, so the consumer protection, there will be an extra fee in there, which that extra fee would again go and feed the project itself overall. So that's really important. And the next part, which is huge, guys, and this is what makes a merchant token so big as well, is the fact that it will allow and include smart contracts as well. So what does that mean? So the first thing that you need to notice is this straight line here, which goes to literally the imagination is the limit. And it's going to work something like Ethereum. For instance, ourselves, we are a token right now that runs on the ERC20. That means that we are not using anything of the ecosystem of Ethereum. We are just using the blockchain, which is exactly what we are going to be offering to any developer out there or anyone that wants to create a project that will run on MTO. At the same time, you will have the opportunity to use their wallet, the merchant wallet I'm talking about, and also the merchant protocol, and jump directly with merchants. So you will be able to interact with your project through with merchants directly. So for instance, if you want to add some sort of payment system, or I don't know, that's something that you will have to come out with ideas, then you will be able to use the wallet, you will be able to use the protocol, so your consumers will be the consumer protection, and also will be running on our blockchain while using your token. So that's something really huge. At the same time, you will be able to use the wallet and skip the protection, consumer protection, and go to merchants. Again, not you, but the consumer will be able not to pay for the protocol. And the same thing you have on this side. So you will actually be able to create a smart contract that will only use the protocol, the consumer protection, and tap into the merchants that we will have, or use the consumer protection to whatever your idea is for your project. So that's something really important. So to give you an example, I'm just throwing things there. Let's say you want to do some sort of like currency exchange, like send between borders. This is something that you could create your own smart contract to process payments that will use a consumer protection, and you can tap into certain merchants. But of course, someone that, for instance, is selling shoes wouldn't care about selling shoes in maybe another country because they can only ship it locally. So, but if you need to send money across borders, that's something that you can create too. And that's the reason why you can use the protocol here. And again, the imagination is the limit, because that will definitely depend on you. So, to kind of like resume and conclude on this side, we will have the ecosystem is the blockchain, which is the base of the project, because we need every transaction that will pass through the blockchain, so that we as a token holders will benefit from the gas fees. Then we will have a merchant wallet, which will allow to read that blockchain and will allow us to interact with the blockchain and with merchants, and of course store any tokens out there. So I'm guessing right now it's going to be something like a trust wallet, that you not only can store ERC20 tokens, but you will also be able to store other tokens as well. But on this note, let me just pick it up with John as well. Then we will have the protocol. Those three things are completely different, but are working seamlessly. And this is why I wanted to clarify this for you, because you need to understand on what are we working about. So the protocol is not finished. It is what we show you on the MVP, which is the MVP of the protocol, which is the consumer protection. We are working right now on the wallet, and we are gathering information. We are looking forward, and we are preparing on how we're going to be building the blockchain. Because as you remember, we have here, for this year, we will have the early alpha and the merchant wallet, which will be running on ERC20. But we want all this ecosystem to work also on, to work in the blockchain, because that is mandatory as well. And something I want to also clarify, this is not the only thing that we're working on. This is what the white paper is, but we are also looking to expand into this and make it even better. We're not going to share details into this, and it's going to take at least 1.5 years, maybe 2 years for you to get anything else. But this is what it is on the white paper, and is moving forward, and we're going at a good speed. So this is what you need to know. Now, into what I'm sure you joined today, which is the progress that we have made so far, which is the wallet. So you will actually see a demo Bear in mind that this is just a demo. It works, it actually works, so you can actually send and receive tokens on ERC20. At the moment, this is working on a test net, so you will not be able to use it. But this is basically planning to be released on the early alpha stage. So let me just play it for you so you can actually see. Another really important thing to notice is the graphic, guys. This is just a very early stages, and all of these will, of course, definitely be improving. But you can see that we have already a working version of the merchant wallet itself. So you can see here, you can either receive, you can use your existing wallet or create a new wallet that is going to create it for you. You can buy tokens, you can send them to your wallet by clicking on the copy address and then sending it. As I said before, this is working on the ERC20, so you can actually see that we're working here. And you can see here basically is tapping to add Ethereum using the existing address or the wallet that we have. What is important to notice here is that we have a working version of the wallet. It needs a lot of improvements and it needs a lot of work, but it is working. And remember that on this we will add auto swap functionalities. We will have the protocol itself that will work seamlessly with the wallet, because this is the most important thing. Having a wallet, we can have, let's say, we could be using MetaMask or Trust Wallet. But what is important here to notice is that we have our own wallet, because we need to make sure that we're giving to the consumers the best experience for them to be able to make payments. We want it to be quick, fast, reliable, and of course offering consumer protection, because that's the most important thing that we are actually working on in general, of course. So guys, this is basically it for the update. As you can see, I will be actually sharing this video on Telegram so that you can actually download and watch it yourself, and kind of like give your ideas and your opinions on that. I will be sharing also the infograph basically that will show you what the project is about. If you have any questions, just drop them in Telegram. I will try to answer it as quick as possible. And I hope you enjoyed this project update and that you are as excited as I am with this project, because guys, having at this point in time already a fully functioning wallet, it is really important. Sorry guys, I need to clarify something else. There was a question actually that came out, I think it was a couple of weeks ago. Someone asked about the wallet. We were talking about buying an existing wallet, or we were going to build it. So what we're building right now, we're building certain functionalities that are going to work with our ecosystem. We could potentially, we're still looking into buying a wallet. It is not confirmed yet that we're going to buy it or not, but we're looking into that. But it is important to notice that if we buy a wallet, we can integrate it with ours basically, but most importantly, if we are going to buy it, we're going to buy it for the user base and nothing else. Because remember, I said it before, and let me actually just go back to this part that we have here. As I said before, we are looking into merchants. So that's what we are actually going to be focusing on. But having a wallet that comes already with a certain user base that will give us that extra basically consumers or the amount of consumers that we can actually tap into, that is also important as well, because we need as many people to use the ecosystem that we have, so that everybody here on the early stages that invested or that bought into the early stages can actually make a profit as well. Because remember guys, I know right now it seems that the price has dropped a lot, and I know it seems that that you have lost a lot of money, but remember always, nobody has lost the money until they sell. DCAing is the best option, but most importantly, we are actually making everything we can, doing everything we can to try to get you to make a profit, so that eventually, if we give a value to this project, hopefully we will have enough people that will use it, that hopefully the price will increase automatically. But again, we cannot guarantee that the price will increase. And that's something I really want to clarify as well. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. And if you have any questions, just join the Telegram and I will be more than happy to answer them for you. Thank you so much and have a good day.